Hi everyone, this is Chaz. The date today is Monday, July 9th, 2012. Now it's been a few days since I've done a video journal, and so I'm probably going to actually be doing multiple journals today. So for those of you who are regular watchers of my journals, you'll have multiple things to watch. Reason why I haven't made a journal in the past few days is that I had a throat infection. And as a result, my voice was rather difficult to understand, which made for going to work very interesting for a few days because I basically sounded like I was deaf because my tonsils, when they swell up, they block off the airwaves, um, and I was really scared with this particular throat infection because, as you know, I've lost my health insurance. But fortunately, I have had some leftover antibiotics from my last throat infection. So I've been taking those, and it's cleared up the infection quite well. Pretty much everything is back to normal health-wise. So knock on wood, it stays that way. So this is just basically the generic general info journal. I'm going to do a couple more area-specific journal entries today. I'll be doing one where I'm going to be answering a question posed by Holly Owen Deckard again, and I'll be doing one talking about some things that have happened at work. So let's get on with it. As I said, today is July the 9th, and I'm really sad today because today is 1 month. 1 month exactly since David left. So he left on June 9th. Today's July 9th. Haven't seen him, haven't heard from him, no contact for a month. And that's very difficult when you've had someone in your life for 9 years to not have any contact with them for a month or longer, because I don't know when we're going to have contact again. I don't know if he's waiting for me to contact him or if, what's going on. So today is the 1 month anniversary of David leaving me, which is really, really sad because periods of time, months, years, weeks, it just really makes me sad today because it's been a month. In other news, work is going okay. I worked two 12-hour shifts. I worked a 12-hour shift Saturday. I worked a 12-hour shift yesterday. But at the end of the shift yesterday, I was just completely gone mentally. So I'm kind of glad I've got today off. Don't know what I'll do to recuperate, but I'm sure I'll probably think of something. Maybe go see a movie or something. I don't know. Got some good news on the school front. I had a phone meeting with Howard Nelson, who's the head of the financial aid office at CTS, and he has informed me that I have in fact been approved for the full $20,500 student loan. So he just wanted to know how much of that I wanted to borrow. I basically told him all of it because I really don't know how much the apartment is going to cost and how much I'm going to have to spend on stuff like that. Plus, there's other things like books and health insurance and transportation and clothing and all of this other stuff that I now have to take into consideration and pay for. I'm still working. I'm still earning money. My bank account is still, my checking account is still growing. By the time I actually move to Chicago, after I sell everything that I'm going to sell and donate everything that I'm going to donate and decide exactly what it is I'm going to keep and have a place figured out, I'm guessing, just a guesstimate, I should have around $5,000 or $6,000 saved. After I sell the car, after I sell the washing machine and dryer, I imagine I'm going to sell the king-size bed, after I sell all the furniture that I'm going to sell. And after working all summer and any matching or partial matching assistance I get from my mother, I should have around, I would think, $5,000 or $6,000 saved. So that should hopefully get me moved to Chicago and application or deposits and stuff. Maybe even pay a few months of rent in advance so that I don't have to worry about that before the student loan money comes in. So that's a piece of good news, is that I did get the student loan money. My mother and I have talked, and she has paid my orientation fee, so I'm all set for orientation at CTS at the end of August. So we'll see what happens. Really, what I need to do now is try and find a place. I suppose I should contact the housing coordinator for CTS and let him know what I'm looking for and see what he can find. So anyway, that's what's going on there. Work is, I already talked about work. Health is better. The throat infection is going away, although I'm still taking the antibiotics because you're supposed to take antibiotics until they're gone. And it just so happened that I did have close to a spare 10-day supply of antibiotics, so since I started taking them early in the throat infection, they worked a lot more effectively than if I had waited. The cats are okay. Snickerdoodle is starting to get a little bit on the destructive side. Nothing too bad. He hasn't actually destroyed anything, but he's constantly wandering around the house meowing. And if I do anything that was something that David used to do, like today, I was doing dishes. Unfortunately, because of the way my work hours are and usually how I feel when I get home from work and all that other stuff, I don't do dishes every day. I do them every other day or every third day. So I was doing about 3 days worth of dishes, but fortunately I'm not eating a lot, so there aren't a lot of dishes to wash. But I was washing dishes, and that was something that David used to do. David did the dishes, and Snickerdoodle, I don't know if he grasps the concepts of David and of me, that we're two different people, or if he's just used to David doing the dishes. But while I was doing the dishes, he was coming up and he was rubbing up on me really, really hardly. I mean, almost banging his head into my leg. Like he thought I was David and that he was trying to let me know that he had missed me. And I told him, I'm sorry, Snickerdoodle, I don't think I'm the one whose legs you really want to be rubbing up on. So David, if you're watching this, your cat misses you too. Not that I think that really matters, but I'm not the only one who misses you. So that's all that's going on. This is the first video, just the I'm back kind of video. So if you have any comments or questions or anything else you'd like to know about what's going on with me, feel free to leave a comment either here or on Facebook, and I'll be sure to answer your questions. So I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching. Bye.